Welcome back to the Hobbyist Novice. On today's episode, we continue our Disney Lorcana artist interview series with a special spotlight on Alice Pisoni. Alice has gotten to work on some of the most iconic Disney characters to date, with Alice herself, Elsa, Belle, Ariel, Madame Mim, the Beast, Mufasa, and that You Have Forgotten Me card, as well as Boone. So take a listen as we sit down with Alice, talk about her career, her time on Lorcana, and what it's been like to work on such an amazing project.
All right, welcome back to the Hobbyist Novice. Have a very special episode today as we're joined by Lorcana illustrator Alice Pisoni. Alice, thanks so much for coming on today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for inviting me. Thanks.
Alice, you want to go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody? Tell us a little bit about like your background, your career, things you worked on, maybe other than Lorcana too.
Yeah, sure. So my name is Alice, or Alice in Italian, Pisoni, and I've been in the video game industries for about 10 years almost. I started back in 2014 when I graduated from the university in Milan. And since then, I've been working for Ubisoft Milan. And I worked for Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, the 3 DLC, one DLC, and then the Donkey Kong DLC, and then the Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope with 3 DLC. So I mixed it up. It's been a blast because I'm still in Ubisoft Milan, and I've learned so much in the studio. I'm still learning, and I think I can say that it's not really a job. I mean, when you do something you love all day from 9 a.m. until 6 p.m., you win the jackpot. I mean, you can say that you don't have to work like for not even an hour because you're doing what you love. So I think I've been very fortunate, very lucky with that. And I'm really proud of my journey and what I've learned, the people I've met. It's been awesome, and it still is. And it's been 2 years now since I've been working on Lorcana, and this too was, I don't know, like a blast because being contacted by Ravensburger and Disney for this project was like, oh my god, this is like really happening to me. I couldn't believe it. I mean, I was like, oh, wow. So it's been a roller coaster actually, and I'm really, really, really happy about it.
That's awesome, and those are some big games you worked on too. I've played all those games, so very cool to hear that you're involved in those. That's really awesome to hear. And yeah, I mean, like you were saying, I'm sure Lorcana itself has been its own roller coaster. Just the popularity, the immense. Sure, that's be a lot of pressure. Just like going into making your own iconic characters with your own twist on them. And you've worked on some really big ones too, between series 1 and 2 with Elsa, Belle, Alice, Ariel. It's been a lot of big ones that you've gotten to work on. What was it like getting to work on those iconic characters like that?
The first card I did was Belle for set 1. And I mean, it was like, oh my god, I'm doing like one of the main Disney princess, so I was like, oh my god, so much pressure on that. But doing the characters that I lived with them for my whole life because I grew up with those characters. So it's something that you can't really explain. I mean, it was such an honor for me to be able to draw them and to give them a bit of my style. I mean, not in the character itself because they have to be a model, but with the color, my own color palette and stuff like that. So giving them life in a very small card, that's the best part. So yeah, it's awesome.
No, that is amazing. Did you have a favorite Disney character going into this? Did you get to draw them yet?
From set 1, Well, Mufasa is like one of my favorite character. I know it's not the full character because it's like hidden in the clouds and stuff, but this is one of my favorite movie of all. So and this scene especially is I think one of the more iconic. So it was like let me do it, please. It was awesome. But also for set 2, doing the Beast. The Beast is one of my other favorite character, and I was like, wow, I need to do this. Give me that now, please.
Oh, that's so cool.
Even more than Alice. I mean, I enjoyed doing Alice. I liked doing it, especially the Enchanted one, because it was full of colors. You know, I had so much fun doing that. But the Beast beats them all. Like, nothing to say about it.
Yeah, that's an awesome card. Very cool, dark lightning in the background. It looks awesome. Yeah. It's a really cool illustration. Congratulations on all the cards you put out for both the first 2 sets. They look all fantastic.
Thank you so much.
And I mean, as far as like you're talking about the Enchanted there too that you got to do, is there a different process, mindset that you have to go in when doing those Enchanted cards, or is it pretty much the same as doing the regular cards?
Yeah.
Same type of illustration, no difference, just how they put it out at the end.
Yeah, exactly. Basically, the process is the same. It's just that Enchanted is a full art card. So that's the only difference, basically. Yes.
So how did you get involved with Ravensburger? I've heard a couple other artists told me they slid into their DMs. Others were contacted other ways. How did you get involved with Lorcana?
Same thing. I mean, I received an email, and I remember I was reading this email like at 1 a.m. I was, in bed doing this, and it almost fell into my in my face, like directly in the front, because as I told you before, I couldn't believe that. I mean, wow. I was in shock. I couldn't sleep the whole night. I was like, oh my god. But they reached me out with an email. And from there, I just started doing, the calls and stuff like that, briefs. And then I was on board.
Oh, that's awesome. It's crazy. I feel like I reached out to everyone that way. It's so cool to probably have your stuff discovered that way through whether it be Instagram or however else you can find everyone. That's awesome. I'm very happy for you to be able to get the opportunity. You've done such a good job in the set. So very happy to have you aboard here too. Just talk with us about Lorcana and the process of going through everything. Is there a certain character you hope in the future that you get the chance to draw?
Well, there are a bunch, of course. But I hope that one day Zero from Nightmare Before Christmas will come. I really hope so, because it will be like, please, let me do it. I hope they hear me now, because it's my first favorite character, like, of all. And then after that, I can say like all characters from Robin Hood, like all of them, especially Prince John and Sir Hiss. They're like my favorite. But a special place has the chicken with Lady Marion. I don't know the name in English, but in Italian she's called the Lady Cocca.
Nice.
And I love her. I mean, she's so funny. I would love to join. Yeah.
It'd be awesome to get to have the opportunity to do that. I know we had a couple of Robin Hood characters in there recently too. Pretty cool Prince John, the last set that just came out also. But I mean, we have seen a good amount of Robin Hood stuff, so maybe we'll get a chance to do one of those. That'd be really cool.
Let's hope.
So other than your own, have you had a chance at all to collect the set or get any of your own cards from it?
Yeah, I collect the cards a few cards from the first set. Especially first of all mine, because I'm gonna frame them like on the wall. Just the first 4, because are the first from the first chapter. I'm not gonna frame all of them because I can't. But the first 4 I'm gonna have them as a reminder, on the wall. But yeah, I'm collecting all of them from first chapter. I don't think I will collect also other cards from other chapter. I don't know. I still haven't decided yet.
Did you get a chance to play the game at all yet? Have you?
No, not yet. Because, well, first, I really don't have the time now. Between work and personal life, I can't. I'm struggling to find some free time right now. I have to say that it's not really my kind of game. I mean, I'm more for a more quick game, party games and stuff like that. But I would love to try. I mean, to see if maybe I'm wrong, because maybe I try it and oh God, I love it. And this would be a problem because we have to buy all of them. But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, I have to say it is one of those games where it's definitely bringing a lot of people who weren't typically into stuff like this into it. Like yourself, I've been playing like Pokemon and stuff before this, but like my wife absolutely hates stuff like this, and we're playing like every night now. So it's definitely one of those games that totally brings other people who might not typically like a game like this into it, which is cool. But I mean, there's just so many Disney fans too, and bringing that nostalgia in also brings the interest for sure.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yes, we'll see. I will have to try it. I mean, of course.
Yeah, you totally gotta try, at least give it a few rounds. It's definitely a lot of fun once you get into it. Have you gone to any of the conventions or anything promoting the set at all? I've seen a lot of craziness with those recently.
Can you repeat the first part? I didn't.
Yeah, have you gone to any of the conventions at all, like doing signing illustrations for anybody regarding that? How's that been?
Well, it felt amazing. I mean, I went to the official Ravensburger event in Lucca Comics and Games that was passed in October. And it was for 2 days, like for 2 hours in the morning and 2 hours in the afternoon. And it was, I mean, I didn't expect so many people. I was like, wow. I mean, knowing that people are there to have your card, the card you design to be signed, it's really, really amazing. I mean, also people who come to you and just say thank you for your drawings, for your art. This is beautiful. I mean, it was really overwhelming. It was it was awesome because you really see what your work give to the people. You feel it, even if they don't talk and they just smile at you and they thank you. It's something that it's amazing. Yeah,
that's
it's
awesome.
The best.
It's gotta be pretty cool. And they're just these characters just mean so much to so many people for so long. Like a lot of us grew up with these characters, and you get to put your own twist on them. Has to be really cool as well, like you were talking about earlier. Now looking at the other sets, like you said, from chapter 1 or even chapter 2, are there certain cards from other creators yourself that you've really been into or liking?
Well, from chapter 1, I really loved the Cruella. I don't know how you Cruella from Nicolas Cole. I mean, I love the character, of course, but I loved how he used the color, this green light in the front and the pink light in the back. I mean, it was like, wow, that's so cool. And from second chapter, I love Winnie the Pooh.
Yes.
The wizard. I bought the mat. I had to. It's so cool. It's so good. I mean, it's got this color palette again that is killing it. I mean, it's perfect. Purple, yellow, boom. That's it.
Yeah, it's just like one of those cards that are like just completely unexpected. I remember when it first came out, I was like, oh my God, I need that. I had to make him like my phone wallpaper. It's so cool. I absolutely love that print. Awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
But
I mean,
good.
Sorry. All cards are really cool. I mean, I told you these two because they are the first that I think about. But then if we start watching at all of them, they're all amazing. I mean, it's so cool to see different artists' styles coming together and bring up these beautiful artworks, you know. Maybe seeing the same character drawn by different people, you see the difference, but it's still the same character. I mean, I don't know if I explained myself what I mean. It's the best part, I think, of this job, to see how people deal with
absolutely.
the same.
And like you were saying too, like there's just been a few different characters where there's like I think 2 or 3 different artists doing the one character, and just seeing those drastic differences and then putting their own twist on, it is a really cool thing to see for sure.
Yep, definitely.
That's awesome. Well, Alice, I really appreciate you coming on today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, it means a lot to have you come on today. I really appreciate you taking the time to talk a little bit of Lorcana, give us a little bit of background about yourself as well. Alice, thank you again so much. Hope to talk to you again in the future. If there's any future releases,
yeah,
I'll talk to you soon for sure.
Thank you so much.